And I find the same thing to be true even in my practice with Feng Shui. I'll have a client that calls me and they hire me and I come in and I do all this work and all these readings and applying the Bagua to their house. And I do all this work and they get amazing results in 2 weeks. And then I'll come back and I'll do a follow-up and I'm like, you see, like we did it. We have this going on.
Yeah.
And they'll look at me very skeptically after now they've paid me, they've asked me to come, they've bought into everything that I've said, and they'll go, oh, well, that deal closed because I've been working on that for 2 months now and it was already going to close.
Yes.
And I'm going, you really thought it was going to close. That's why you hired me already.
Yes.
But when you get the results that you thought you would get by hiring me, you've dismissed it.
Yeah.
And so then, 6 months later, I'll get a call from that client saying, oh no, business is horrible again. And I'm going, well, you kind of attracted that because you told me that what we did didn't really work. It wasn't really the reason it happened. And so I find that to be probably true across all of the boards with wellness work because
we get that all the time.
When we're talking about stuff that's not tangible, energy, it's hard for people to conceptualize what energy is because energy, I can tell them this cup is full of energy and they're looking like this cup is not full of energy and I'm like, oh, there's a ton of energy and it's not potential energy. It's actually usable energy is coming.
Around.
Yeah, it's coming off of this right now, especially with the red inside of this. We got a lot of things going on right here, but because they can't see it, they don't believe it, or if they do believe it, they want to remain skeptical because it fulfills whatever it is that they need to have that skepticism to.
And I think that it also brings people to a confrontation with their own accountability. So we'll get things like that all the time because in QHHT, yes, people have instantaneous healings all the time. But a lot of times it's an unfolding over several weeks or even months. So we may talk to a client in a year after their session and a lot of good things happened with them, but they want to attribute it to this effort or that effort, which we don't really ever know if we didn't have the session, if that would have ever unfolded in that certain way. But I think why people regress with their belief in the healing work and the energy work is because then it makes them accountable to some unseen force that they can't really conceptualize yet, and it freaks them out a little bit. Yeah.
Fear is what keeps them trapped in their own minds.
Because if they can say, well, the reason that deal closed was because I put in all this effort.
I worked long hours for 3 months.
That's something tangible. It's something that they can measure. Whereas,
and they feel like they're in control.
Yes,
that they're controlling their life here, and
and
of course, control here is an illusion.
Yes.
Because we know that spirit is in control of all things, no matter what you consider that great spirit to be, no matter what your belief system is.